Hello and welcome to Coffee Milk. I'm Mark Laporte.
And I'm Mitch DiPaolo.
When do you start school?
I start school September 5th.
Is that after?
I believe it's after Labor Day.
Okay. Because I'm hearing from Scituate people and they're like, oh yeah, I go back on the, 30th of August. They go in for 2 days, then it just makes no sense. Do it always after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Why you got to do that to kids? But then I also saw them painting their parking spots too.
I remember doing that. I gave up on mine.
I never got to do that.
Kind of sad.
It was just, you pick a spot and...
Yeah, and you paint it.
We never got to paint the spot. You just pick a spot.
Huh, that's weird. I wonder when they started doing that at Scituate.
Probably a year after I left, like everything else.
Yeah.
Two big stories I want to go over, but I'm going to say the best side hustle right now, of course, this is Monday, so you're going to be about 3 days late to the party, and there's going to be a lot of people who are already ahead of you. But so Donald Trump surrendered himself to Georgia this past week, and the mugshot came out. Oh, he looks like a man who is going to go scorched earth on everybody. Kind of excited for that. But if you want to make money, just get Printify. You use Printify or Printful.
Printify works great because you can put designs on the sleeves and everything.
See, I like the
anything
sleeve
you want,
option.
you can do on there.
Teespring doesn't do the sleeves, and that's what pisses me off. But that's okay. Teespring, Shopify, anything like that. Get that Trump mugshot because the mugshots are public domain. Pop it on a T-shirt and then sell that thing. It'll go like wildfire. But become clever, because I saw, obviously right after it happened, I saw a whole bunch of T-shirts come out and it just had the mugshot, which is good in and of itself. But then it had like the NWA Straight Outta Compton album cover. Well, they had Straight Outta Mar-a-Lago and it had Trump's mugshot, and then it had the like not safe for work lyrics or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Parental advisory in the top left, and it looks beautiful. I'd totally buy that shirt. So you just got to be...
You got to, be creative. Got to think outside the box.
I'm telling you, you could probably net 10 grand. The biggest thing, you got the T-shirts. It's the ads. You just have to nail that ad.
Yeah, you have to run Facebook ads. And if your T-shirt is funny enough,
it's going to go immediately. If you're the first ad with that T-shirt, you're going to sell that shirt.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of money to be made.
You definitely have to make a new one because it's already so saturated.
So many. And it's not even been 24 hours, man.
Oh, no.
I mean, we got that, at 9 o'clock last night?
What I don't get is he was arrested. This was his fourth time in the past, couple months?
It's all made up.
I don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
Everybody else in the world is fine.
I feel like we're on a Rolodex of certain topics that just get brought up. It goes from Trump to COVID to climate change, back to
aliens.
Now we're on aliens. Yeah, throw aliens in.
You got to pay attention to what's going on behind the scenes. What's the big picture here? This is why they're just throwing all this random shit at you right now, because they're losing control slowly. I'm loving it, and they're going to throw everything at this guy. Because no man is more hated than he who speaks the truth. And that was Plato. And this guy talked about how you got to drain the swamp. And I love how everybody that's in the swamp has been there for 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're pointing at this one guy, no political experience. No, all our problems are his fault. Are you fine? You guys have been Flint, Michigan.
People make mistakes on both sides, but you can't just blame it all on one person and not talk about any of the deals that are getting made.
40 or 50 years.
Yeah.
40 or 50 years some of these people have been in office. Joe Biden's been in for 50 years. He was the one who came up with some of the heinous policies that he was criticizing when he was running for president. It's dude, you were a co-signer of this shit. What was it? The scariest words in the English language are, we're from the government and we're here to help. Scariest words ever. All right, so with the Trump thing, this rising phenomenon, Oliver Anthony. Now, I know you didn't know about him until I actually brought him up a little while ago. I'm sorry I brought him up, but I just wanted you to listen to his song. Here's a country guy, 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 by now, creates a song, Men North of Richmond. If you haven't heard it, I don't know if I can actually put a song in a podcast just so people could hear it.
You probably can't. You can only put so much.
You probably could now because he's not signed or anything, but... If I can play it, if I can put it in, I'll play it. I mean, we're not big enough where anybody's going to tell us to take it down anyway. Yeah. But the song's amazing, and it resonated with it resonated with every
It's a
American.
beautiful song.
Just a, normal, hardworking, blue-collar American. And so he releases this song on YouTube, and it instantly goes viral. And 2 weeks later, I'm 90% certain. I know it's in the top 3, but I believe he's number 1 on the Billboard Top 100. This guy's not signed. He is as anonymous as you or me. It's like you and me going outside and making a song, and all of a sudden it going number 1.
Blew up.
It blew up is an understatement.
When I heard that song for the first time, it was touching, honestly. Just so, you could just hear him pouring his heart out.
He's got that voice. I mean, I don't know how to do it.
It's not like the cliche country music where it's like, go to work, drink beer when you get home.
My dog died, and
love your wife.
Yeah, my tractor left me.
Yeah.
This was real. It was heartfelt. It was everything that's wrong with America. So before this podcast, I just wanted to Google because I didn't know what the tipping point for that song was. Like, how did it go so viral? Did he put a clip on Instagram or YouTube and that's where it caught fire? I still haven't gotten that answer yet. It just seemed like it went viral. Maybe a politician or two on the right picked up on it and maybe shared it, but it just naturally caught fire and it was wild. When I was trying to research about how it happened, I got an article to NPR. And in the beginning, it's talking about, hey, this unknown guy becomes an internet sensation and he might be a star, might not be. We don't know. But then it talks about, but if you scratch the surface of the song, you will see extremist views. And it's like, this is what's wrong with the country now. So the extremist views, it's like, he called out Epstein Island, which, God forbid you do that, because there's no conspiracy theory surrounding that man's death. There's nothing to see here, folks. That's a conspiracy theory. We haven't released the list. We've charged Trump 100 times, but we haven't released the client list of the Epsteins because you're going to find every politician's on the damn thing. Sorry, this episode I'm really going to go ham. But it just pisses me off when you have any original thought now, it's seen as an extremist view.
Yeah.
In 6 years' time, we've gone batshit crazy.
How is a man who's living in his trailer, just barely getting by, singing about how he's just barely getting by, and there's extremely rich and powerful people above him that make laws to make him more poor?
Mm-hmm.
How is that extremist? How is that extremist?
Because now the government is involved in everything, and they're like, oh yeah, they want to know what you think. They want to know what you do.
It blew up because it resonated with people. That's why it blew up.
Resonated with everyone in America, and the elites will never see that. I saw Rainn Wilson, Dwight from The Office, kind of mock the guy's song, and he's like, oh, why don't you go after the billionaires? It's like, dude, you have $20 million. You are the rich man north of Richmond. Know your role, and that's all we want from you. We don't care about your politics. That's the thing with these entertainers and everything. They always got to talk about politics. Nobody gives a shit. It's just crazy that no matter what you do, you're always going to catch shit from somewhere. But hats off to this guy, Oliver Anthony, Men North of Richmond. Take a listen to it on YouTube. It's amazing.
And now the SpaceX lawsuit. Did you hear about that? I mean, I bet you did. They're talking about how Elon Musk isn't allowing foreigners and people without a citizenship to work at his company because he's racist.
Beautiful thing about that SpaceX lawsuit, it's absolutely mind-boggling to me.
It is.
Because there are laws in place because of this. The guy is sending payloads to the International Space Station, right? Or is it Mir? Or was Mir the last one? Wow, I am so lost on time right now.
Anyways, he's involved with NASA and government agencies.
Right. So guy's got government contracts. He's got top secret information. I can't stress enough how having an asylum seeker or anybody without a citizenship, even with a citizenship, I don't trust half the Americans. I mean, it's insanity. I mean, to trust other people with top secret information, hoping that they don't sell it to China is insane. That's why we have these laws. Like, no, to work at a place like that with government contracts, you have to be you have to go through some rigorous vetting to get a job there. I remember when my brother-in-law was getting a promotion. I mean, they vetted the family. They vetted me. It was like you had to go through everybody just because he's getting promoted. I think it was right under a general. It's like, you're going to have some access to information. They want to know bank accounts. So who had crazy debt? This is why these things are in place. And yes, they're going after him because he's pro free speech and stuff. They're going to throw everything at. They don't like, you know why? They don't like him because he's African.
It's just ridiculous. And you can totally see how it works. On one side, you have someone who doesn't like him, and they see that there's this law in place that not many people know about that doesn't allow foreigners to work at the country just to protect government secrets.
No, it's a pretty common sense law. Like, everybody knows about that law.
Well, not a lot of, like, I didn't know that was the reason until you said it.
Well,
So it makes a lot of sense how that could be easily manipulated into a race thing.
So yeah, no, it's politically motivated, and they're just going after him. Plus, he also mentioned that he's got a lawsuit against George Soros. Yeah, Musk to legally take on Soros's Open Society Foundation. I don't know what that is because I absolutely despise this guy, George Soros. Like, read his story. Not a good man. It's just, you got two behemoths. George Soros is a billionaire. Elon Musk is a billionaire. Elon Musk apparently doesn't care about money. He'll just buy whatever he wants, fund whatever he wants. God, we need more people like him, guys with a big pair of balls.
I heard that, speaking of Elon, I heard that he made a new supercomputer called the Dojo.
What?
And I saw some pictures of it, and it looks like it's got like an array of CPUs on it. And it's like this, it's going to be an AI computer, I guess.
Oh, this apparently came out like last year.
Oh.
Or
He's been working on it for a while, but I guess it's live now.
Tesla has unveiled its latest version of its Dojo supercomputer, and it's so powerful that it tripped the power grid in Palo Alto.
Wow.
It tripped the grid.
This man is insane.
Holy hell. That was the other thing I wanted to bring up. Did you see the guy from the Wagner Group? Remember I texted you, this might have been a month ago or 2 months ago. Time is irrelevant to me. It all kind of flows into one day. But when I texted you, I said, there's a group that's trying to overthrow, I don't know, the government in Russia.
The coup in Russia.
Yes. And I didn't think it would get far. And I actually don't even know what the hell happened to that. I thought they made some sort of truce and the leader was sent away to Belarus or something with 100 million or whatnot. I could be completely making that up. But yeah, the leader just died with 10 other guys in a plane crash a couple of days ago. And there was video of it too. The plane falling from the sky. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
so
don't mess with Russia.
How do you think you could throw a coup in Russia
and then just get in a plane and fly away safely?
And this wasn't around that time. This was obviously a month after, but how do you think you're going to live after something like that? You might think you're okay for a couple months, but they're going to get you. So I don't know. I thought that was wild.
That is funny.
We were talking about government and,
but yeah, we've been fire and brimstone this whole podcast.
Yeah, I'm
definitely not the usual. Well, we wanted to talk about things that we're passionate about and things that we see going on around us, because why not?
Because the country's going to shit and somebody's got to talk about it, because we can't just keep allowing this to happen. Yeah. It's insane. Run for office. I don't care. You got any ideas? Run for office, please. I'll vote for you.
Yeah, but sometimes I think it's good to, speak your mind a little bit instead of just going with the narrative that everyone else is talking about.
And what's funny is when we actually talk on this podcast, we might go 8 minutes on a subject and then we kind of pause and then go another 8 minutes. No, we did like a full 30 minutes of this shit without even stopping.
We could just talk about it. Getting back to some more interesting technology things. She's brought up, it's time to snooze. So when I went home last Friday, I was like, I kind of want to do something cool. So I looked around on YouTube, and I came across a YouTube Shorts generator. And this guy made it on GitHub and released the code for free. So anyone can download this onto their computer.
God bless those people.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of beautiful. I've been looking at all these GitHub projects, and I want to try all of them, but I can't. There's too many to try. So I was like, okay, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know how to work with files. Like, whenever I want to add a mod to a game or anything, I'm the one looking up the YouTube video and following step for step. So for once, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and challenge myself here and figure this out on my own with no YouTube video. Just like read the documentation and try and set it up how it says to set it up. Because if you actually read these things, there's all instructions on how to use all these tools. It's very simple. You just download this file from GitHub. It's basically a file sharing thing for code. I downloaded it on my computer. I installed Python because it runs on Python. All you do is you get your Reddit API keys and your Reddit account keys. You give those to the bot. You get your 11 Labs voice key, API key, to get your 11 Labs AI cloned voices into your video. And then I think that's it, actually. You get your credentials from Reddit, credentials from the other place, give them to the bot, and then you give the bot a subreddit to go to, and then it goes to that subreddit, finds interesting posts based on the how many upvotes they have and like the like to dislike ratio.
That's cool.
And then it takes screenshots of either the first question and everyone's response, or if it's a subreddit where someone's explaining their story about how they got fired at their job, it'll take a screenshot of that, and then it will like have it sit there, or you can have it be read out word by word with subtitles. So it generates subtitles too, along with the voice. It lays out everything into a perfect YouTube short. So have you ever seen the Reddit videos online where they have Minecraft parkour and then just a bot reading out Reddit comments?
Right.
Yeah, that's what it achieves.
That's all.
And it does it all in a matter of like 1 minute. You just go into the file, you go to the config section, and then you enter in what type of post you want it to make. Do you want it to read everything out? Do you want it to just pop up screenshots of it? You can change your subtitle coloring. You can change the size where it is on the screen. You just you hit enter. It'll go to the subreddit, find a cool post, or you can pick a specific one for it to go to, and it just chugs out a YouTube short in the matter of a minute, and all running on your PC power, all powered by like machine learning techniques, I guess. Which just blows my mind, because I thought you needed really powerful components to run these programs and use AI, but on my home computer, I type one line of code, and then I have a YouTube short.
Yeah, but you did say that you heard your fans going full blast when you pushed enter.
It's so cool. Like, once it says creating final video and cutting in sections, you hear your computer just go crazy, because it's using your computer to automatically edit and cut the video and put everything together and align it.
So that's just for Reddit. I'm sure you can use that for all kinds of other
I was
things.
looking online, and they have one that uses Wikipedia and Google and stock images to make a video about maybe Brazil or how fuel cells work, or any topic really, because if it's on Wikipedia, the AI can learn about it, create a script, get images that go along with the script, and mash it all together with the voice from 11 Labs or any other service. Amazon does voices too. Yeah, Amazon does a lot of things with AI and data processing.
There's a job, it was like $900,000 for an AI guy.
Wow.
I gotta actually see. It might not be Amazon.
Yeah, but I've never done that GitHub stuff before, and it's really cool. I want to get more into that, because you could make all sorts of programs for making YouTube shorts that are maybe just inspirational quotes and a cool background, and having it be read out. I see a lot of those on my feed.
Oh, God, yeah. So how many did you create?
Oh, I created like probably about 20, but only posted around 12.
Why?
I don't know. I stopped posting because I got 0 views on them, and that's because when I'm looking up all these other channels that are doing this, they're kind of using really edgy content about like how a story of someone's divorce, or how they got cheated on, or how they figured out their family member was a murderer, or like really deep stuff like that. And I didn't want to post anything like that, because I thought I would get banned on YouTube, because it's like really deep, like edgy content that I'm just throwing out there, like on like R-rated content on a brand new channel. But I think I might try that soon. I'm gonna try again, because I've gotten no views like on any of my videos, which is kind of tough. I thought I was getting banned because this YouTube Shorts generator has actually been out for a while, and maybe YouTube can pick up on that you're using a generator to generate content, because it looks like other content that's out there. But I don't get it.
Still think
because
you
the
get a
Reddit,
couple of
it's getting
views.
recent Reddit posts. It's not getting super old ones. So
See, if something were wrong, like I would say you would at least get some views, and then you'd be like, okay, well, no, it's kind of throttling me to 10 views.
yeah,
or
it
something.
seems like I'm getting banned or something. It seems like it's picking up on something weird.
Something is just off, and I can't. I have to.
I'm gonna try doing different types of stories, and I'm gonna put the video through CapCut first, and add subtitles to it on the ones that don't already have subtitles.
Okay, you think it might be just like the file?
It might be where it might be able to detect that the file is coming from a bot.
That's wild. I mean, I'd believe anything right now because it doesn't make sense that you wouldn't.
But I feel like it would, because if I was YouTube, I would put in filters to filter out crappy content. Not that it's crappy content, because I'm seeing channels that are doing huge numbers with these videos, just only these videos. So, I don't know.
I think you got to switch from YouTube. You gotta put that on the other places. You got to do the Instagram. You got to do the TikTok.
Okay.
I do that as well. I want to say maybe your problem was you uploaded too many at once. You know, if you would,
did one and waited.
yeah, if you would have done one, waited even a few hours, and then uploaded another one, do 2 a day every day, then see what happens. But I think, yeah, if you do all 12 at once, something might go off. That tells them, okay.
Yeah, I did schedule them an hour apart.
Oh, okay.
So, but I don't know.
It just might have been the mass upload, but
Nothing
that
works.
I'm curious to know what happens with that, because that's a great way to build a channel.
It
and
is.
especially because you don't have to really do anything. You just
Yeah,
give
you're
the
just hitting
API.
enter.
Make sure you get a good story and hope for the best. Can you give it a certain link, or do you have to?
Oh
get a
yeah,
full
you
sub?
can get a certain post.
No kidding.
Yes.
That's sweet. See, that's what I do. I'd look for the really juicy ones, and then I'd send them.
And what blew my mind about this, after like I finished it and I got it working, I kind of realized, oh my gosh, this is how internet is it SaaS companies, like sales as a service?
Yep.
That's how they software as a service. Oh my gosh, that was dumb. That's how they do it. They get a program like this and they host it for people. Basically, they just make a nice interface so you don't have to go and edit your parameters with Notepad. That's all they do, is just get this tool to work on a fancy interface.
Did you just have this realization there?
No.
Okay.
But
I was like, yes.
but when I started using this tool, I was like, oh my gosh, there are so many YouTube short generator apps and web apps out there that are using this as their backbone.
Yep. Because the guy put it on GitHub free, open source.
Like, wow.
So you just create a nice little user face. You charge users $5 a month, and boom, you got a nice little company. I was never very good at the software part, so that's why I never got into SaaS. I always wanted to get into SaaS, though.
It's just making a bridge with a fancy interface to send the information to the bot and hit enter.
Yep. You make a fancy interface. That's all you need to do. That's why you know what? We should pick out people in fields that we want to get into. You want to get into SaaS? Well, let's get a software engineer on here. Let's get a software designer. Just kind of network with these people, and then maybe if we get an idea, we can come together with them and then build something really cool. I think that's all you really need to do. Network. Network is your net worth. I'm going to keep saying that over and over.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Makes sense.
So, wow, how many... So if it only takes a minute, you could really pump out a boatload of videos.
You could do multiple channels with this. You could post a gig on Fiverr that you could make videos for people and just sell those videos.
Yeah.
Which I might do when I get home.
Why not?
Yeah.
Like, dude, why not? I don't understand why you don't have so many Fiverr gigs. It's got to be so easy. And I do this short thing. Set that up.
I know. It would be very easy.
No, set that, like I want to set that up right now.
Super easy.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Little side gigs. Man, this rain sucks. Okay, I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
So the soundboard we got, the mixer. You know anything about DJing?
No.
Okay, I don't either. But some guy just, oh shit, and it was like 4 days ago. I messed that up. Some guy was asking me if the mixer was good for DJing. I don't think so.
Probably not.
I don't.
If you want to do a DJ, get a DJ mixer.
Yeah.
And buy a brand for that.
Yeah, this isn't a DJ mixer.
No.
This is
Definitely not.
maybe
This
just
is
a
like
single
cheap Amazon mixer.
Yeah, for like a single guy with a guitar and maybe
Yeah.
wants an amp and some. That's about it. Because I don't know about DJing. I know you got the boards and everything and all that weird shit. So I don't. Okay, good to know. I'm going to tell them now. YouTube, I'm telling you, YouTube, do Instagram. Get in Instagram, do the TikTok, because YouTube might not monetize you with that shit. Instagram and TikTok, you can
Facebook Reels.
Yeah, definitely. I forgot about Facebook Reels. We haven't done that.
There's way too many. We just got to get a bot that can upload it to all simultaneously. If I just focus on bots for a year, that would be like a cheat code.
Yeah?
Like focus on nothing but doing things with bots.
Yeah.
I feel like that would just be the cure to my stupidity.
Is it stupidity, though?
It's squirrel disease.
You get the squirrel disease.
Just like, oh, I'm going to try this. But if I try things with bots, then it's always going to work at the click of a button.
Yeah, see, I think you're looking for too many easy ways out.
I am.
With the bots, you're going to have to learn a lot of stuff. But you'll be a pro with bots.
Exactly.
I mean, that's not a bad thing to know. I think you're going about it with just the wrong mentality. You got the right idea, just the wrong mentality. You're thinking for the cheat code, and I don't think there's always hard work in the beginning you got to put in.
Exactly. It's a cheat code after it's done.
Yes. I say do it. Play with the bots. Learn how to build a bot. I mean, it can't be that hard.
Can't be that. He definitely used ChatGPT to do it.
Exactly. You got all these damn tools. Just come up with a bot.
I could probably edit it, too, to get it to work for something else.
Yes. 100%. And then just make a clean interface and then sell it as a service.
Pretty much.
Ba-boom. We're going to be millionaires. I'm settling for $10 airs.
Do you hear about Fire Festival, too?
No. We sold a shirt and a mug.
A coffee milk shirt?
Yes. We sold it a coffee shirt, milk, and a mug. Yeah.
Who bought one?
My mom.
I figured.
Yeah, but she just texted me out of the blue. Thanks, Mom. I love you. She's like, I'm listening to your podcast, drinking out of my coffee milk mug. I'm like, wait, we have coffee milk mugs? And then I thought, oh shit, that's right. I had made those a while
I gotta
back.
order my t-shirt that I made.
Oh, that's right. You can't put that. There's stuff on the sleeves, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can't put that on the Teespring. But at least give me that link so I can put that on the coffee milk site, for Christ's sake.
I know.
Because I really want that. What did you have that priced at, too?
I'm not sure.
We got to change that price, so I'm going to buy it.
I want to buy one, too.
Sorry, coffee.
Fire
Festival. Fire Festival 2. What happened to Fire Festival 1? My cheese sandwich, damn it. Sorry.
What happened to Fire Festival 1 was he put thousands of people in danger. That's what happened.
Oh
my gosh.
Okay, so yes, I heard it. I've been seeing Billy promote the Fire Festival 2. I didn't know that he was really this far along. So it seems like he has investors. He has everything all set up.
But apparently he doesn't even really have a set date out.
Okay. Any the tentative date, sorry.
Or anything like that.
Well, no, this early.
Scary, but that's how he rolls.
Pretty much. I think right now he just needs to build the infrastructure. If it was going to be anything like last time, he didn't have the time. He had the island. He was going to build up the island. And then all of a sudden he gets kicked off the island and then has to relocate everything. That's when you know you should have postponed the damn thing. But no, he tried to go ahead and it ended up screwing everybody over and he went to prison. So
who is going to give him an island at this point? He's going to have to buy his own.
Well, no, that's what he tried to do. He tried to buy Pablo Escobar's island. And because he mentioned it was Escobar's island, that's when the family was like, nope, taking it back. And they took it from him.
Wow.
Yeah, because that was the stipulation. Don't mention Pablo Escobar. And he did in one of the viral videos that went out. And they were like, yeah, no, get off the island. It's like, you stupid.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off about, like, people like him. I hope he succeeds. Like, I'm really rooting for this guy. I think he's a little douchey, but hey, I'm douchey. I know that. And I really want this guy to win. I think he will because he realized where he went wrong.
He already sold out his first round. So people still definitely want to go just because of like the way you're thinking about it. It's like, yeah, he failed so hard, but like I either want to see him fail again or like have a home run. Like,
yes.
it's going to be one or the other.
Yes.
So
that there is no middle. It's not going to be a mediocre
people
thing.
Definitely want a comeback story just for the memes.
And I guarantee you, if he's smart, All he's going to do is just provide cheese sandwiches all weekend. No catering, it's just cheese sandwiches to make a mockery of what happened the first Fire Festival. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the Fire Festival, this guy Billy McFarland and Ja Rule teamed up. They wanted to do a Coachella on an island in the Bahamas. The marketing behind this was absolutely genius. Like the guy knows his marketing, or his people did, because he had all influencers talking about fire, but nobody knew what it was. They just knew it was exclusive, and there were all these beautiful people, and I don't know, it was going to be on an island, something was going to happen. Then later on you find out, oh wow, it's going to be a music festival. But he didn't have enough time to, everything just kept going wrong. And by the time the music festival was happening and the people actually got to the island, mind you, these people paid $5,000 to $100,000 for tickets, for private cabanas, for private cabins, and none of that was in existence. So these people were definitely scammed. And he ended up being charged, once they got to the island, there was no way to get off the island. All the acts had canceled. It was raining, the beds were soaked, there was no catering, they only provided cheese sandwiches, they barely had enough water, and these people were just stuck in the airport for days, if not a week, because there weren't that many flights out of this small island to get everybody. So it was a real shit show. I think he ended up going to prison for about 5 years, and now he's out. He owes about $20 million to people, especially people in the Bahamas.
This guy's out of his mind.
He is, but I'm rooting for. I mean, he's young enough; he could totally have this comeback. He's in his 20s. He
spent the whole 5 years in prison planning it. He made a 50-page business plan for it.
He's been he's been thinking about a lot of different things, because he had some pirate thing going too. But I don't know if that ever went anywhere, because now he's putting all his money in fire too. I don't know. I'd either want to go see the shit show like everybody else, see this thing flop hard,
yeah,
or it'll be the greatest experience ever.
Yeah.
And it'll be totally worth it. Actually, either way.
I wonder if we're definitely going to see another Netflix documentary on it, if it's good or bad.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be one.
I guarantee you he had guys filming the minute he walked out of prison.
Yeah. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yes.
The only way to get famous is to go off what you recently done.
Yep.
So
the more controversial you are, the more popularity you're going to gain.
Yeah.
Wild. And good for him.
Speaking of popularity, so James Harden, basketball player.
Yep.
He went to, I believe he got kicked off the team, went to China, met crazy brother Yang, who does live streaming to sell products in China. And apparently he gets millions of views on his live streaming. He's just like, I don't know what it is. I'm just a genie. I tell people to buy products and they buy them. So James Harden went over there with 10,000 bottles of wine, and they sold them for 2 bottles of wine for $60, and they sold out in a matter of minutes, totaling $300,000.
Wow.
James Harden was doing cartwheels in the background because he was so excited.
Now I'm actually curious, did he pay this influencer 10%?
Probably.
Wow. Because I've seen his bottles at the liquor store. I think they were red wines, and they were only $12 or $15. It wasn't that expensive.
Yeah, it's not like it's expensive wine.
So to go to China, double the price, and sell out, that's hilarious. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
That just goes to show you the power of influencer marketing right there.
Yes, if you team up with... Well, plus you're also a big name in and of itself. I mean, big-ish. I'm sure you're probably big in China. I don't know how they feel about basketball. I'm actually curious now.
China likes basketball.
I thought so, because what's it, Yao Ming or Yao, whatever his name is, 7-foot guy.
Yeah, I found that pretty interesting.
That's amazing.
In a matter of minutes, you just sell...
God, I'd love to be able to do that.
Huge amounts of product.
That's like the Oprah Winfrey of China.
Yeah.
When she had her book club, she would always just pick out a book, and it could be from some no-name author. And the minute she mentions that book, it'll be #1 New York Times bestseller list, just raking in money. God, I'd love to do that for people. You see that every once in a while on social media, and that's why there is a lot more good, I feel, from the social media than bad, because... There was this one girl, I remember it was her family's Mexican restaurant. They might have opened it a little bit before COVID, got screwed during COVID, and then tried to reopen. and they just didn't have the business. And she just, played around with TikTok a little bit.
Yeah.
And then she started talking to so many people across the country that they traveled just to go to her family's little restaurant and saved her business.
Yes, I see so many success stories like that. And I'm starting to see a lot more companies, whether it just be from regular convenience corner stores to water parks, making an Instagram and all short video feed account to push their business. Because, that's where people are.
Oh, absolutely.
Nowadays, they're not walking the streets anymore.
They're not watching the commercials
They're
on TV.
looking down at your phone as they're passing by your business. So put it in front of their eyes.
A commercial's not going to get people's attention.
No.
Nobody gives two shits.
No.
They want to see a little short.
Yes, I'm seeing these YouTube shorts that O'Reilly's is making, and they're hilarious.
No.
They've got their classic blue collar worker coming in after work, and he brings in his batteries and he grabs them off the floor and he lifts them up and throws them on the counter. He's like, "All right, I need you to test me some batteries here." And they got the southern accent, and they're cracking all the stupid dad jokes about it, and it's funny. It just hits home.
You gotta.
It's you don't see that anymore in television.
So is that all marketing agencies are going to be now?
Yeah, we're going to see a shift towards YouTube and short video and all these
just short form
instead
content.
of TV. And
we're not going to do billboards, magazine ads. That shit's just done. Print's dead. Normal TV is dead. It's just going to be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, the Reels. What else we got? That Twitter, but that's not really Twitter's thing. Unless they get a little short section. That could be interesting. Why don't they do that?
I think Twitter has a short section. They do.
Yeah, I can't. It's not easily accessible.
I've gotten on it by accident sometimes on my phone. I'm like, oh gosh, of course they have it.
Only makes sense.
Oh, I can't wait to see what he does with Twitter.
I'm so excited.
Definitely going to have crypto in there.
I'm telling you what's really fun is I'm going to be seeing a lot of memes of Trump's picture, and it's going to be glorious.
Yeah.
It's going to be glorious. I wonder where his winery is.
Probably private labeled.
Yeah, that would make sense. I wonder what that actually costs. I never thought about that.
It's probably a great investment for any influencer or person worth following. I see everyone do it.
Yeah, you just go to a winery, got way too many grapes.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but some of those people actually own something.
Oh.
But no, that's interesting. I never even thought about that.
It makes sense. Just like people sell a book, promote a book. It's just, if you have people who follow you, they like what you like, you show it to them, they want to buy it. Everything we do is just money.
That's right. You got to be self-sufficient.
Yeah. Go live in the mountains.
Oh, God, I would love to. I wouldn't live I'd live in the mountains. Are you kidding me? I would build a house in the mountain.
Like Dane Hole.
Yes.
Like Minecraft.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not.
I would always do that in Minecraft.
That's way too much for me. I'm just find a cave and then just make the cave a little bit bigger and turn it into a house with a glass front. But think about that. You don't have to waste any money on heat. It's always a perfect 70 degrees in there.
Roark Capital just recently bought Subway. I think it was for $2 billion.
Roark Capital?
Yes, they own Sonic. They own, I believe they own Dunkin', Baskin Robbins, Annie's Pretzels. I think they own Moe's.
9.5 billion. Sorry.
Oh, wow. Oh, it was 9, not 2.
Yeah. I think I told you too.
You did tell me too, but I should already know. Anyways, that's pretty cool. I heard they're gonna try and revamp it a little bit because Subway's kind of boring. They got a bunch of meat sitting in a tray. It's not always the best tasting. So they're gonna add meat slicers, I think, probably change the layout of the restaurant. So you're getting fresh cut meat.
Oh, so it's like a Jersey.
Yes.
They want to turn it into a Jersey Mike's.
Yes, because Jersey Mike's, I would pick Jersey Mike's over Subway any day.
100%. I don't care if the price is more. It's you've seen when they have the Subway sandwiches. They have the different I don't know, give me a Lemmy sandwich or whatever, and it's just turkey, ham, Swiss, all this stuff. But they're in the trays or they're already wrapped up all those sliced meats. Whereas if you were to tell them you wanted, no, I want ham, and then they go in the ham side, the ham looks different from the pre-sliced, already packaged in the sandwich type things.
It's like getting single slices of cheese versus getting a block from the deli and having them cut it, serve it to you. Like the craft singles.
Oh God, I hate those. Oh God, they're nasty.
Yeah, they're not good. I used to like those as a kid.
I did too.
And now I'm like, okay.
I think it's our taste buds. They just get better.
Why is it individually wrapped? Is it for people who just like to eat it, or is that just like the way?
I don't even know because I find it gross.
Like, are they growing it inside those wrappers? Like, are they growing the cheese? Like, it's like genetically like grown cheese.
If I didn't have that when I was a kid, I would probably start believing it. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Yeah, we're just starting to grow shit now. But no, it's just gross, waxy,
Cheese.
weird.
It's like eating plastic.
Oh, man, it's so gross. It's so gross. I don't like that. That's why when I go there, I will, I want the fresh sliced stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Subway. I hate Subway. I used to absolutely hate it and not want to get anything from there.
I haven't gotten anything.
I get like Italian grinders from Subway if I go. Something like that.
Ugh.
Italian. I don't know.
Ugh.
Or steak and cheese.
I can't. I get really that.
Oh, the Chipotle steak and cheese from Jersey Mike's, that does a number on you.
Yeah.
It's good.
But it's so good going down.
So good. But it doesn't stop going down.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Yeah, no. Subway, I had just a bad experience once. I took a big bite out and there was a long hair in it and it kind of got caught. And ever since then, I can never eat a Subway again.
Oh.
I can't. That's why I get like, I even think about it and I just can't.
That's disgusting.
So good for them for selling for $9.5 billion.
Yeah.
Roark Capital.
Hopefully Subway will change.
Yeah, they're not in the money.
Yeah, they've been closing a lot of locations too, Subway.
Remember we used to have one in Johnston, right?
Yes.
That became the smoke shop. I just think that's a horrible location, the one that was over there.
Oh, it is.
You just couldn't get in and out.
No. Just thinking about going there, the first thought is, I have to pull in and pull out of this place.
Yes! I didn't know if that was a me getting older thing.
No.
Because that's all I think about. If I go anywhere, I'm just like, okay, what's the parking like? If it's a shit show, I'm not going to go. Or I'll just ask one of my other friends to drive because I can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm very afraid for my lady friend to maybe move here. Because that means I got to go out and do things. Really not let
come on.
I swear to God, that's stressing me out. It's like, oh shit, I got to do things. I don't like to do anything. I work so much where when I'm home,
Yeah,
I just
work a lot.
I just want to be home. I just
That
want
makes sense.
This is where all my stuff is, and I'm happiest here because there's no people. That's my happy time. So leave me alone. Oh yeah, my parents are coming up in 2 weeks. They're excited to meet you. Or my mom is. My dad probably doesn't even know I do a podcast.
They're gonna be on an episode.
I was thinking of doing Mom on an episode, and I'd love for you to do this with your mom. But I just want to ask her questions that I probably think I'd want to know in the future. I don't know, or even nice questions like, what was one thing that you remember that your kids did for you or something like that? Just have a really good mom episode.
Yeah.
So I'll do that with my mom. You do that with your mom.
Yeah. I can ask her.
Kind of be cool and heartfelt. And then maybe we'll do something with Dad. It's pissing me off because the two beeps.
Turn it off.
No, the two buzzes and a beep. That's my thing. And that's how so I get all excited and then I realize it's not my phone. I'm so pissed.
Yeah. Stupid group chats.
Oh fuck. I mute all group chat. I can't.
Because you get one and then it's just like
Exactly. I'm doing something at work. I'll be under something and I gotta go out and look every 5 seconds because no. Once I see him in a group chat, I mute it. So
I think that's all we got for this week.
Yeah, I'm kinda sorry we went a little crazy in the first 30 minutes. Let us know what you thought.
Sorry.
I'm really not because I feel like I had to get it out. And I can't wait to listen to it and realize I'm going to cut most of it. But other than that, yeah. I guess that's it for this week's episode of Coffee Milk. I'm Mark Laporte.
And I'm Mitch DiPaolo.
We'll see you next week.